Oh my goodness me, that was a quick connection. Hopefully, everything is good. Hello, Jerry. Good afternoon to you. How are you doing, sir? And Angus, how are you doing as well? Good to have you both on board as well, on the immediate connection. Hope you're both doing good. I think what we'll do is let's drop the daily incense just to get things rocking and rolling for the day. Mike, wonderful to see you. How have you been? And Sandra, hello, how are you as well? Thanks again for the weekend's worth of game tickets. Really appreciate the generosity. Now we've got the final event done and dusted, well, the final event day. How did everybody get on with the deep depths, the Clauncher chase and everything like that? I'm yet to go through a lot of the comments on that video. We'll get around to it eventually. But thank you everybody for all the interactions and everything like that, watching the videos. Been an eventful day. School bus window got fully shattered. Oh my goodness me, are you okay? Hope you're doing alright. That's quite a major thing. Pacers fan forever. Hey, good to have you back with us. How are you? Looking forward to tomorrow's bug event. It's actually looking like one of the better bug events that we've seen in recent years, I agree. Always down for a chase of the shiny Nimble. It's a good shiny. And hey, Sizzlipede and Centre Scorch. Gonna drop some lures tomorrow. See how we're doing. Jerry liked the 7 kilometre rave. I wish I had incubators, honestly, mate, during the event. I just didn't have coins. Didn't have those 7 kilometre rags going as much as we would like. But glad to hear you got the shiny Corsola. That's what I still need. Congrats, man. Nemesis. Brukshish. Fantastic. CeeLo, hello. Lovely to have you here tonight. How are you? Tharun V, good to have you here all the way from India. Hey, are you doing the Mumbai City Safari? It looks like the City Safari in Mumbai actually has a lot of tasty stuff out there. You guys have got a proper kind of mix of stuff. You've got the 2 exclusive costume Pikachus coming back. You've got an actual event space. I think it's fantastic, honestly. Dunkers, good evening, my dude. Thank you very much for the shiny luck. Right back at you if you're venturing out for the pink fly. Play 30-ish minutes, no shiny, unfortunately. Sorry to hear, but at least there's a little kind of possibility of redemption. It's a spawn for the bug out event, which is quite nice to have it continuing over. Last time was a swallow, I got a hundo shelter. Nice. Pacers fan, gotta love a hundo, can't argue with it. Sam, lovely to have you here on the chat. Managed to get the shiny Clauncher. Nice, from the event research. Fabulous. Love the shiny family. I can't think of anybody who doesn't like that shiny, honestly. Shiny Clauncher and Clawitzer, 2 fantastic shinies. So congrats on nabbing your shiny. Angus got a shiny Bonsley. My commiserations. Unless it was your first Bonsley, in which case, hey, congratulations. Manetric, stop jumping. Ooh, spicy topic. Has anybody seen the leaks for Legends ZA? And if you have, for the megas that got sort of leaked and not properly announced but anything like that, what do you think of them? Personally, I think there's some absolutely insane possibilities with the ones that got leaks. Oh my god, a lot of my favourite Pokemon are getting a Mega Evolution, which is just fantastic. Ooh, it's a Hatsuma, nice. Don't mind spoilers. Team Mystic, hey, lovely to have you in the chat. How are you doing today? Over 400 launcher encounters, no shiny. So that's rough RNG, my man. That is rough. But I can definitely say, Angus, I have at least one spare for you if you really want to trade for it. Makes up for the Brooks's chase. It's nice to have a chase where it was actually working nicely. DJ Phantom, good to see you in the stream. Happy about Vanilla Icon Day. I am as well, actually. I mean, I have the Shiny family completed, but honestly, it's a bit weird that it's in April. I would have thought it would have banged for January or November, personally. But honestly, Vanillite quality Shiny, I'm pretty sure loads of you didn't get it in Unova Tour. But new Megas. Well, let's just say, people, there's a regional Pokemon, beginning with H, from Mexico, that's going to be featured at all 3 Go Fests, that you should definitely get prepared for having a Mega. And my boy Excadrill, apparently, is in the list. Excadrill is going to get a Mega in Legends ZA. Sorry if you don't like spoilers of things, but honestly, when I saw the list, I was like, oh my freaking god, this is insane. Thank you, mods, for handling that. I'm not quite sure what the agenda was there. Oh, another Brooksish. Do we want any more teasers of Megas, or we want some... do you want some mystery for when the game comes out? There's a lot more Gen 5 Mons that are getting Megas. Honestly, it's hype. Yes, please. So, some OG Pokemon getting some Megas. Dragonite, Starmie, Clefable, apparently. Skarmory's getting one. Rattata, no, Rattata's definitely not getting one. But Chandelure, amazing. When were they announced? They haven't been officially announced. These are just things that have been leaked and are over social media and stuff. So these are not like 100% confirmed, but this is like strong evidence of, these are going to happen. There are some weird ones like Phalanx, apparently. Phalanx is going to get a Mega. There were some other ones as well. All 3 Kalos starters, all 3, like obviously, was it Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie, but then the Legend ZA starters as well, which is Tepig, Chikorita, and Totodile. Honestly, when I saw Chandelure Telepathy, Chandelure, I love that Pokemon, and the fact that it's going to get a Mega is insane. But Excadrill is probably my favourite pick, because I'm like, oh my god, Excadrill, so good. Be surprised if they don't drop Apple in for the Sweets event. Actually, Sam, that is a very good point, because I had no idea what that could entail, but if they need a Pokemon debut and they go with more recent generations, yes, that would make sense. Love to get a Mega Starmie. Starmie's in the list apparently, so Mega Starmie is likely to come to Legends ZA. But what's exciting with this is that Legends ZA is going to drop around about November time. This will give, at that point it'll probably be Scopely, but it will give the Pokemon Go team a huge new amount of content for Mega Raid Days, Mega Releases, events and things like that. It's honestly insane. Do the leaks include concept art? Sadly not, it's just a text list at this point. So honestly, if anybody has Shundos of any of those Pokemon, what is it? Dragauge is going to get one. Have a look through the Pokédex. There were some Pokemon that have had mighty Pokemon forms in... we've got 2K. Joy of Joys. They have mighty Pokemon in Go Wild, and a couple of them are going to get Megas, which is great. That's a mid-Psyduck. Lovely. Hitmonchan, you're not a shiny. Kamala, we've got 2 minutes until Spotlight actually fully kicks off. We should get a Bug Mega down. How far off of Mega Evolution is that? 3 more times. Okay, let's get that Mega evolved, and then we'll find a Tier 3 Mega. Tier 3 Bug Mega, gonna go down. How hard we're going to grind the Spotlight Hour? As hard as we can do, to be honest. I mean, I like Cutiefly, it's a cool Pokemon. I have the Shiny family completed, but never going to say no to grinding it a little bit more. What Mega Tier 3 boss do I have? Actually, another Sizzle, if I'm sensible. There we go, max level, Tier 3. And a free evolution. Gotta love it. Renoir and Walter and Dolores, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Tyranitar off the daily incense. That is a spicy spawn. Congratulations. Hopefully you're able to catch it. We've had nothing of massive significance off of ours, but hey. Not only did you win the game, I think you broke the game. Oh, it's Rainy Boost. Do you know what? I'm very down with a completely inaccurate weather forecast for a bit of Cutiefly action. So let's call it, we've got 963 XL to start with. We have seen 1760, let's call it that. We've got our Bug Mega down, and what we're going to do now is put on a star piece or two, and we will whack down a lucky egg. I think it's either Catch XP or Evolution XP, I forget exactly. Let's get these done. Should do a Fairy Mega. Oh, if it stayed cloudy, that would have been a good point, yes. But I guess, thankfully, it's gone rainy weather in game. So honestly, if we pick up a shiny tonight, it would be great, but it's not the end of the world if we don't. Thankfully, we can do a couple of laps of the park. 2 times Catch XP, there we go. Thank you for clarifying, Jerry. I always forget that I can actually look in the Today tab. If you look at the Spotlight Hour, it's actually in the tab, but I always forget that that is there. Just like I got corrected on the Common Day Classic, that apparently the... well, not apparently, you know what I mean. The evolved forms of the Community Day Pokemon that come from the paid ticket can be shiny these days. And I honestly cannot drum that into my head enough. Like, I just keep, after years and years and years of knowing they can't be shiny, suddenly they are. Good evening, K-Dunks. How are you? Hope all is good with ya. The talented Mr. Wrangle. Hey, good to see you in the stream. We have, I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, I think 4 Shadow 100%ers. Some good ones as well. Oh, Marissa, thank you so very much for the super chat and the generosity and the support. How have you been? How are you doing? Excited for Santiago. Have fun this weekend in Milan. I shall certainly do my best. Rainy Boost should mean that we get a couple of maybe 100% checks. I'm not so sure. One, but we're coming back to the cluster, which is nice, and we've got the phone deciding to lag. Don't lag on me. Come along. Spotlight Hour is a 1 hour long event. Clue is in the name, but it features a different Pokemon every single Tuesday evening. It always runs 6 to 7 p.m. your local time on the Tuesdays. This week is Cutiefly. Next week, I believe, is Meditite, if I'm correct on the April info that got posted. But it's not like a community day in the sense you don't have a shiny boost. It is merely a spawn boost. So daily incense was a bit flat, so now we can whack down a regular one. Our final incense. And my bag cannot be full. Come on, start spinning stops. Do we have any tips for a noob? There's quite a few videos on the channel that might help you. There's the quick catch tutorial video that's like 3 minutes long, so very nice and easy to get the grasp of. That will help you catch 4 or 5 times faster once you perfect it. And there's also tips about getting candy and stardust. There's a few more. What time is it for me? Currently 6:05. We're in the UK. You can see the clock. The time is at the top left of the screen. If you're ever curious about what time of day it is for me, look in the top left. So that's why we got Spotlight Hour. What about for Dynamax? There's a whole series of videos covering Dynamax bits and pieces. At the moment, I think the rotation's a little bit flat. Is there anything actually good in the rotation that's picked up? Sobble, Charmander, they're not bad. Chansey's not too bad. But yeah, we've done loads of Dynamax videos and Gigantamax stuff. But if you're curious about Dynamax, have a look at some of the videos that came out in September which talk about how the Dynamax system works, best strategies and things like that. And also you can have a look, even if you're not able to do them or if the boss is not available in the rotation at the current time, having a look at some of the legendary Dynamax battle guides can give a very good idea about counters and how to structure a team. I.e., do you want something that's tanky? Do you want something that's an attacker? Something like that. My Floof, very good evening to you. How have you been? Come on, there we go. I very much approve of having a rainy boost in-game, but not in real life. Just reached level 42. Adam, congratulations. And you got any advice on gaining XP? Honestly, you've got to keep an eye on the events that give the XP boosts. Whatever the XP boost is going to be, whether it's catching stuff. I think there's some XP boosts coming along for the bug event that's starting tomorrow, for making nice or better throws, as well as candy boosts. Spotlight hours are good, but honestly, stacking up friendship. If you stack up a bunch of people to the 3rd stage or the best friend stage, and then lucky egg that, you can get yourself millions of XP. That's the easiest way to get XP these days. But boosting things like raid days, community days, the Vanillite Com Day, I believe, that's coming up is going to be triple XP. So playing that and catching everything you can is going to be a really good way to get as much XP as possible. It's sort of like those limited event windows are the best times to capitalize on XP or Stardust, because the bonuses make it so much more worth it. Also, we know that there's another insane Spotlight Hour coming. Not as insane as Shelder, but still, more lull with double catch dust is going to be pretty goddamn good. That's a 500 dust catch. Yeah, shiny rates are not boosted for a Spotlight Hour, unfortunately. They are 1 in 512. So the percentage chance of getting a shiny is tiny. Looking forward to get the shiny pink ice cream. I think it's a shiny that a lot of people really don't have. So as a shiny Comde, fantastic. It also kind of proves the theory that people are like, oh, we're going to get Gen 5 Comdes this year. Yeah, we are. We've had Carablast and Shelmet. Now we've got Vanillite. So, May. Wonder what that could be. Last year it was Bounsweet. So a little kind of grass Pokemon. 1k dust. Yeah, it'll be 1k dust, and if you whack on a star piece, it should be 1500, I believe. Or is it 1000? I thought Morlo was a 500 dust catch base, I believe. Francesco's still stuck at work. Oh my goodness me. Sorry here, bro. Hopefully you are set free soon. I managed to get the shiny ice cream when it first got released. I was in the Lake District over Christmas and managed to pull it in on Cutiefly Spotlight Hour completely randomly. And then got a couple of them. I think there were nests, and then there were events and things like that. I managed to grind them, get them, which is great. What's my rocket balloon? Going to be on the hunt for shiny Nimble. Leyland, very best of luck. And yeah, I think a lot of us are going to be on that grind. That's definitely the thing I'm going to be chasing. Even though I've got the shiny family completed, it's still a quality shiny to go after. Professor J, good to see you in the chat. We are going to be going to Paris Go Fest. That will be the one Go Fest that we're attending this year. But looking forward to it. The fact that Graveyard is going to come as the shiny, that'll be amazing. Absolutely love that shiny. Check out the cute Pokemon. It's Shadow Marwell. But it can also be some other things as well, I believe. The thing for me is the fairy grunts is like, eh. I tend to go after the grunts that can give something meta-relevant. Unless it's going to be a purifiable Shundo Marwell. Let's see, shall we? Let's give it a whirl. Usually it's Snubble. That's my experience. Hey. Goddamn Snubble. Do you know what? I'm going to get it done and dusted. Just so the balloon isn't floating around me. Happy spring. Lucy Jexy, lovely to have you in the chat with us. How are you doing? Hope everything is good with you. And actually, peeps, this is the final spotlight hour before we get on to daylight savings, I believe. The clocks will change over the course of Milan Go Fest. Not Go Fest, City Safari, you know what I mean. So, we'll be playing Spotlight Hour properly in the park from next week onwards. That's going to be good. Wonderful. I really need to do some raids. I've got no golden razzes. So worth it. Oh my goodness me. Alright, let's get these cutie flies caught, shall we? Fantastic. It's tempting to also go and burn some particles on a Dynamax Chansey or two. We did a couple of Caterpie. Was it yesterday? But oh, there we go. We have ourselves a pink Cutiefly, people. Fantastic. 405 CP, Rady Boost. Yes. Mission accomplished for the evening. Fantastic. Let's see if it was a nice boosted 100%er. No. 2-star, 15 attack, but we know that Cutiefly and Bless Its Heart Ribombi are pretty bloody useless. But that nice encounter number, 1881. Snazzy. Lovely little shiny. Great stuff. I'm sure I've evolved it. Have I not evolved it? What am I doing? I was positive I'd evolved it already. Maybe not. It's cute, not a fan of the pig. Fair enough. Fair enough. It is quite a pinky pink, really. But thank you, people. You were too kind. I'm glad I could provide some sparkly entertainment. Because they had the same text. That's the problem. It's some of the grunts, Renoir, have, obviously the same text, but some of them are split depending on if it's a male or a female grunt, like the water grunt. If you find the male water grunt, it's going to be Magikarp. If it's not, then it's anything else. But the fairy grunts are just randomised. Shiner rates are 1 in 512. So it's full odds. So we got very lucky. In fact, 13 or 14 minutes into the Spotlight Hour, that is quite lucky indeed. But if I have a little look, what I'll do is I'll pull up the Cutiefly shiny ratio, and we'll see how long it's been since getting a shiny Cutiefly. We will never know, because it was from a random egg. Random egg hatch from the 14th of July. Okay. But there you go, it's coming up to what? It's not a year, but quite a few encounters. It's pretty damn lucky. Got the Cutiefly in the wild last year, nice. I can't remember if it was featured as part of a Go Fest or not, off the top of my head. I have a feeling it might have been part of a little event. My Griffin really, really want one. Got to get checking them bugs in the event that starts tomorrow, dude. Gopefully, you can get lucky with the Cutiefly spawns. Right, we're gonna do a route, route, however you want to pronounce it. Let's get ourselves some buddy hearts. We're nearly getting there in terms of best buddying the Hundo Cofragigas. Lucky Trinket might be returning. I also have a feeling that perhaps not just the Lucky Trinket, but the Bottle Cap might make an appearance this Go Fest, since that was discovered in the code recently. And we haven't had all the event info about the Go Fest yet. We've just got dates, times, and location. Proper full-on location, of course. Right, hang on. Is this going the wrong way? I think it's going the wrong way. One moment. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think it was going the wrong way, unfortunately. Okay. Well, time to see if we can get a second Cutiefly. Actually, let me have a little look. Oh, there is a hundo we could go and get. Somebody shouted it out. Do you know what we can go and get that? It's in a residential area, so we're going to go for it. We have to completely leave the park, but so what? Oh, we got a huge one. Nice. A massive Cutiefly of incense, the irony. Okay, it's at the bottom of that road. Understood. Thank you, Renoir. Exotic Hunt 14, good to have you here. How's it going? Wow, 49 years. Lucy Jexy, that's a hell of a long time. Need to get them something quite significant. Another huge one. Okay, we've got two XXLs next to each other. Although that one didn't catch, of course. Just stay in the ball. Be a good fly. Well, no, gone. Okay. You do you. Shiro, hello dude, how are you? Good to have you in the Spotlight Hour stream. How have you been? Here we go. Yes, Exotic Unforeseen, we've managed to nab a shiny not too long ago, so thank you, Jerry, for filling in on that one. Great to pick one up, considering last week we didn't get one. The week before we did. I think we got 2 Roselia, but then the week before that we didn't get anything. So it's like on and off. On and off. Where do we need to go? Around this way. Down this way. There's another huge one. What's going on? We better get Cutiefly showcases at some point. Honestly. Been doing it myself, might have some more hours at work, sadly. Hopefully they fly on by in the blink of an eye and are nice and easy. Did the XXL catch? Yeah, it did. Can't believe I had 3 XXLs. Mega Horlucha, oh yes. That is one of the 27 in the selection. It'll be really interesting to see what they do with the designs, to be honest. But that means that really 6 starters get new Mega Evolutions, which is just crazy, really. But rather hysterically, there's no word on if Flygon will get one. Flygon's not in the list. No, sorry, this was a reference to the chat right at the beginning of the stream. So, the list of new Megas, or a lot of them, were leaked over socials for the new Legends ZA game. And there's some insanely cool ones that are in the lineup. So these will be obviously making their appearance in Pokemon Legends ZA that drops in, I believe, probably November. But they will eventually make their way to Pokemon Go, hopefully. More raid day potential. But it will end up being like, Horlucha is being featured at all 3 Go Fests, and probably subsequently it will be featured at the global one as well. But it means it won't necessarily be a regional anymore when it eventually makes its way to being a Mega in Pokemon Go, that's for sure. But again, this is just leaks and text files and things like that. It's not, official confirmation or anything like that on the game. But no reason not to get excited. Incense. Doing good. Come on. Right, somewhere down here, but I'm not 100% sure where. Apparently we're looking for 279. Let's have a look, but it should be right at the end of the road. It's not there. Not there. Okay. Is it this one? No, three something or other. Shiro, absolutely right. They're only leaks. They're not confirmations or anything like that. So things can and do change. I think there's no concept art or anything like that. I think it's just text files. But we'll have to see. Okay, it's one of these two. There it is. That is the 100% that somebody caught at their home cluster. Hopefully, it stays in the ball. Fabulous. No shundo, unfortunately, but a nice weather-boosted 100%er I will definitely take from a Spotlight Hour. Fantastic. Next one? No. I'm always used to having a shiny pop-up straight away after the hundo check. Oh, we're not going to deal with that, no. Winning a trainer battle in the Go Battle League? No thank you. And we've got the 2K. Joy. Oh, it's a Psyduck. Yay. So glorious. Guess we can go back to Walpole now, before it gets a bit too dark. Should we give... Do you guys want to do some Dynamax Chansey on stream, or should we waltz on by the Chansey? So we've got about 35 minutes left of Spotlight Hour. As don't forget, obviously, Dynamax can't be invited to. It would be really nice if we could, but it's that old in-person only system. Why not? Let's see if we get a Dynamax Chansey, shall we? We've got just over 1,000 points to burn as well. 1,020. Always, Shiro, always. We play to the max, unless there is thunder and lightning literally above our heads, in which case we hide in a coffee shop. Thankfully, that's not the circumstance today. Let's go and get that one. The 3 Dynamax Caterpie. No shiny. Fair dues. I think I did about 2 or 3 as well, Renoir. No joy on it, but it's one of those things, like, it's the first Dynamax bug type in the game, but it's still going to be pretty meh, and we know how Gigantamax is going to come as its own raid day, so there's no point necessarily going for the Caterpie when you know the Dynamax, or the Gigantamax version, is going to be its own separate event, and the Gigantamax is significantly better than the Dynamax version. It's a bit like, we've got this whole kind of, it's like a carrot and stick approach with Dynamax Machamp, then Gigantamax Snorlax, and then Gigantamax Machamp. It's like we've all been going to get the Dynamax Machop, but then we need to use them versus Gigantamax. What am I trying to say? Gigantamax Snorlax, and then we'll need new counters to get the better version, which is Gigantamax Machamp. But anyway, we're going to go in with this team. Pretty good spammy Gigantamax Lapras, and then 2 heavy hitting Machamps. And I'm going to have to tap while I cross the road. I'll make my way safely. There we go. Tap on through. Easy. There we go. Psychic, that would be very annoying versus Machamp. But as long as you got some okay counters, honestly, Chansey is not a difficult tier 3 boss whatsoever. The challenging one I've experienced would have been Phalanx, but we'll have to see, because Dynamax Passimian is coming in April, gets his own Max Monday, etc. I think it's higher than that, Renoir. I think it's like 730 something, maybe. I could be wrong, because it's one of those things I have no idea, but just guesstimating. And I should have swapped, but I didn't. I'm an idiot. Should have swapped my fighting type, but I wasn't concentrating. Ah well, we'll just hit the G-Max. It is 1717. It just feels like it would be higher, because I've had some decent IV ones, but they've been like 698 or something like that. Come on, max meter, and then I can actually use the champ without forgetting. JT. Of course JT got it. Of course he did. Chansey's a good one to have for a tank. If you need a tank for a G-Max battle day, probably quite a good one to have versus G-Max Snorlax. But hey ho, there we go, that's some proper damage. Layla, nice. One click and shiny Cutiefly. Beautifully done. And at this point, we might as well just sit in with the Machamp and do the damage. Shy Kick. Super effective. It doesn't really do much damage because, bless Chansey, it don't have much attack on the stats. Go, with the energy. Adam the Pro, nice. D-Max, or Dynamax Blissey, as we should say. Come on, let's get the energy up before we get KO'd. Energy, there we go, collected with a hundo Totodile from the mission. Nice, is that from the continued research? Fantastic, congrats Shiro, nice. Nearly there, come on. And there we go, this should be finishing up the battle nicely. Honestly, Renoir, D-Max Hundo Raikou is sick. Absolutely fantastic. There we go. Beautiful. Takes it down. Let's see if it will have like the green egg sac or not. Dynamax. Let's see. We shall not leave anything behind for now. Let's keep moving. And bam, not a Dynamax, and pretty flat on the old IV, 686. One for a trade. I guess the pouch. Green egg pouch. This is, yeah, pretty flat 3-star, but it's good. We can crack on with the Cutiefly. I can feel the wind getting up, and that's not a promising thing. And there's a tiny Cutiefly. Fantastic. Shame it wasn't a tiny shiny. Anything else in terms of... Nah, nothing. Got catch banned on Com Day. For real? Because the catch ban is something like, 2,500 in 24 hours, or more than that. There's no way in 3 hours you can catch that much. Unless you're auto catching and catching at the same time. Crazy. We caught 10 Pokemon. Great to know, game, thank you. Right, let's hopefully go and finish our route. We started it and then left immediately to go and get a hundo. Oh, there you go, auto catching. Do you agree that Scarlet and Violet sucks? I'd say no. No to that one. To be honest, Scarlet and Violet were actually my first main series games I've ever played. I enjoy Violet to a degree. I honestly prefer this game. I prefer getting out and about. I'm not a massive person, a fan of console games these days. Having done this for so many years, it's like, if I'm going to play a game, I can go outside, get some fresh air, or, fresh London polluted air, get some steps. So, there you go. But I enjoyed Violet. Thought the storyline was good. I liked the new Pokemon. The glitches were hysterical. That's what I'm going to say. So I'm not really an authority on that, I'm afraid. There we go. Nice. You will never get a Shundo community day. I can definitely disprove that. We've had a couple over the years. Eevee back in 2021, we had 2. One off Incense and one from a random spawn. Stuffle, we had a Shundo. Lots of Shundo action for that one. So yeah, I can definitely disprove that. Just have to be in the right place at the right time with the right spawns. Because one of these things, community days have not even the highest shiny rate for any event. The highest shiny rates you'll be seeing are raid day events, hatch days, things like that. They're a 1 in 10. But community days are roughly a 1 in 25, so they're massively boosted. So you've still got a loose chance. Have we actually done enough? Oh God, we have. If we go to the end of the route, we can complete it. Enough with our walking. Fantastic. Get the old Mateo gift. Exchange it. Lovely. Yes, Goomy as well. Thank you, Telepathy. How could I forget Goomy? Had a Goomy Shundo on Com Day, live on stream as well. That ticks off the route. Hello? Oh my God. Game. Lag. And we got a golden razz for our trouble. It could be worse, frankly. Let's do this loop. Why not? Jennifer, welcome to the stream. Good to have you on board with us. Have you completed your Zygarde? Absolutely not. My Zygarde is terrible IV, but there was the free research that gave you a bunch of Zygarde cells, but if you had maximum on the storage, you couldn't actually claim any more. So before they increased the limit, I was forced to put my Zygarde up to 50% just to get the timed research completed for the video. We could technically do it, but I mean, it's pathetic. Mine is pathetic bad. So I'm less than inclined to do it. If you've got a good Zygarde, definitely get it done if you can. Because Zygarde in its complete form is a pretty monstrous beast, but mine being a terrible 2-star. I refuse. I refuse point blank. Oh, plus one of the potential leaked megas was Zygarde for the Legends EA game. No word on Yveltal or Xerneas. I was rather hopeful that they might get megas or primals or, you know, some other alternate form. But unfortunately not. Congrats on your hundo, CZ. Nice. Was it the hundo from the Spotlight Hour? For a Cutiefly net. B-Bar, thank you very much for your super chat, my man. How are you doing? Lovely to have you in the stream as always. And sorry if I missed you a bit earlier. Appreciate your support and generosity. The Zygarde. Oh, that's a hell of a lot better than the hundo Cutiefly. Yes, very nice. Get that thing to complete form if you haven't done so already. Telepathy, 12, 12, 11 as well. Nice. Just about as equally bad as mine. It's one of those things, if I'm actually required physically to do it for a challenge or a research, I'll get it done. But until that time, I shall not entertain having a Zygarde like that. 7 different species. Ooh, good. That is a good quest. It's also a bit of a problematic one because it's obviously Spotlight Hour.
So down on the last one.
Jennifer, if you're looking for help with raids, 2 good things for you. Definitely jump into my Discord if you can do. That's a really lovely global community. Loads and loads of people in there from all corners of the globe. You can add people for international friends, get the good 7km eggs, get the pavilion gift pins, etc. And good raid scene as well. But also we're going to live stream Raid Hour for Heatran tomorrow. So what you can do is you head over to the Mega Absol Raid Day video on the channel and comment your in-game name and your friend code. I'm going to go through and add people who want to join for some remote raids for Heatran tomorrow. So there's still time to go and do that. Definitely recommend. I'll be doing that tomorrow morning, just before we head out for the bug event. Hopefully that's somewhat helpful. A good old Heatran's here for a fair while. But I don't know if anybody's seen the event info for April. How cool is it that we're finally going to get shiny Stack Attacker and shiny Blacephalon? Oh yes. And those 2 Ultra Beasts are fantastic shinies. They're in the rotation for 2 weeks. And I think that might be a call to go and do Raid Hour in Stratford, where the Meridian line actually cuts through it. So we can go and do half Raid Hour of Blacephalon, half of Stack Attacker. Because that's one good perk of living in London. You can actually go over to the Greenwich Meridian line and go and experience both bosses. Come on, cutie fly. Smuggling some Ultra Beasts. Absolutely. Abso-bloody-lutely. For the most part, I'll be raiding Blacephalon because that's the one that spawns on my side of London. But for the Raid Hour and possibly for an event vlog, hopefully can head over to maybe even Greenwich Park. We were there when they got released for the first time, and that was one hell of a grind. Chasing those. That's somewhere on the channel, that video. It was good fun. Really good fun, that one. Is that going to complete a route? Because it's starting to get just a little bit too dark here to be able to see properly. Come on. I think it's time to head out. That ticks it off. hooray. Some rewards. There should be a little info guide about the Discord verification thing. Not 100% sure, but hopefully somebody can help out. Let's make our way out. We've got 15 or 16 minutes left to go. Is there any more chatter? I don't think so, unfortunately. Okay, thank you, Angus, for helping out. It'll get looked into, don't worry, Jennifer. Things will get fixed, I'm sure. Maybe it's just an incorrect command, maybe the channel's having a bit of an issue. We'll figure it out, we'll help get you sorted. Let's claim our Totodile. Sure, it's not a shiny and nowhere near a hundo. But it counts as an extra species. "15 minutes left to go." An event task? That's my final frillish. Very strange. And this, oh wow, a lowland diglet. What a fantastic pull. Commands channel say no access. Somebody ping in the help channel so it can hopefully get looked into. It may be something for the person who does the bot to have a look at it. Unfortunately, I can't help from here, but Jennifer, if you go and comment your in-game name and your friend code on the Mega Absol vlog, then I can get you added tomorrow for Heatran Raid Hour. Oh, and fun stuff. So, for Mega Ordino Raid Day in 2 weeks' time, I will be in Poland. I'm going to be in Krakow. So I know there's a handful of peeps who are in the region over there. If you're there, feel free to pop on and say hello. I'll be doing it in the old town. It'll be really good fun, very scenic. Haven't been to Poland in like 2 years. North Korea, absolutely. The biggest Pokemon Go community, don't you know? Tag stars. Cool, Angus, thank you. One of the mods may be able to help them out, but it may just be a bit of process because peeps obviously have their own schedules and everything like that. So yeah, just bear with. Get the rocket done. Fire Grunt is always one of the ones I will get done because I'd love to get a decent Shadow Darumaka. Thank you, CeeLo. Dynamax is terrible. Absolutely hopeless. He needs to be north of like 320, I believe, for it to be of actual decent value. Lydia, good to see you in the stream. And Pokey Red, it's been a while. How are you doing? Are we going to see you in Milan? Here we go. Kind of 10 more minutes to rock and roll. Do our best on the old catches. Let's go. Can't make it to Milan. Oh, sorry to hear. Glad you're not doing too bad. Huge Cutiefly again, nice. And we'll be in Paris. Excellent. I'll see you over there. What's the weather going to be like? Should be hopefully somewhat mild, like Italian mild weather. Looking like 15, maybe 15 degrees Celsius, possibly 16. No rain, fingers crossed. But hey, it's walking around Italy. And honestly, there's some really beautiful stuff to go and see in Milan. So very much looking forward to it. I will do my best to bring the sense of cinematicness to the channel for those videos on the weekend. We're doing our best. That was one hell of a long grind. Pokerets, nearly 3k encounters to get the Cutiefly. Well done on the perseverance. Oh, we've had a pretty juicy super chat right there. Thank you very much, Catherine Drake. Appreciate your support and generosity. Wishing you luck. Thank you very much. Very kind indeed. Hope you're having a good day. And who knows, maybe the super chat will bring in the second Cutiefly of the evening. Yeah, so we got Milan, obviously City Safari, flying in on the Friday, leaving on the Monday, and then literally back in the UK for about 36 hours, and then flying on Wednesday morning to Poland. I'm there for about a week. So we'll be doing a radar stream in Poland, that's for sure. And when the Paldian Tauros event begins, we'll be in Poland as well for that. Terrible ducklet. Oh, quality. Nice juicy cluster. Might as well pause and catch for a little bit. Join Discord, it worked. Okay, really, really glad to hear that. Good stuff. Hopefully, everything's a-okay, can all get set up and all that jazz. Because it's a really, really lovely little resource to utilise for in-game friendship, the gifting, the pins, 7km eggs. You can show off your catches, of course, and obviously the raid game. Whether you want to invite people to your own local raids or if you're looking to remote somewhere else, it's jolly good. Of course, my spare phone decides to disconnect with 8 minutes left to go. Come on. Unable to join hotspot. Really? Stupid device. There we go. I'm back. I can see chat once again. And time to get moving. Thank you, Angus, CeeLo, and anybody else who was helping on that. Appreciate you guys. Incense? No. If you haven't done so already, definitely pop a little download to episode 215 of the Incensed podcast. Drops on Sunday, is available on any podcast platform. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, etc. Even on YouTube. And It was a good discussion this week. We had a good chat, brought Zoe 2 dots onto the show, had a chat about Scopely, Niantic and the Pokemon Go team. Hope you all enjoy that. Network error. That's promising. Zoe's always fantastic to have on the show. Plus, it will be possibly the last time in a very, very long time that we'll be able to get her on board the podcast, because obviously she's got the little egg, the little 2 dots that's on the way. I think she's due in June. Has a ring to it. Yeah, she's due in June, but that will be obviously no Go Fest for Zoe. Bit of lag. I think there was a little spike with something going on there. Come on, Cutiefly. A mini Togepi, exactly. But yes, and I mean, she's going to Mumbai for the City Safari this week, or this weekend, so that'll be her final live event travel for a little while, I'd imagine. Ugh. Yellow, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, some raspberries. Fantastic. Ghost grunt. Win a raid? Oh my god. It's a no from me. There we go. Ooh. 4 minutes left. Good old Spotlight hour. It's going to be so nice to actually next week have Spotlight hour done completely in the daylight. Going to be quality. Sorry folks, just having to bear with where I'm walking. There's lots of things to trip over. Come on. Wazzle, welcome to the stream. All the way from Sydney, Australia. Hey, how's it going in the land down under? Got the one shiny. Nice! Congratulations. What time is it for you in Sydney right now? I can never fathom my head around Australian time zones. There's like 4 or 5 of them, aren't there? Indeed, one shiny is definitely better than none. So one shiny is pretty goddamn lucky. Johnny, welcome in from California. Good to have you here with us. How are you? Pretty much the crack of dawn then. Over in Sydney. Nice. Not long left to go. Less than 2 minutes to crack on before good old Spotlight hour rests easy for another week. we going to get any more spawns? There might be a dead spot here. Oh, no, we got one more. Come on, at least. No shiny. And no shiny on the incense. Two behind the pub. Check and check. Not shiny. That was meant to be a quick catch. Maybe it helped us out. It broke free. One more, not shiny. Is that our lot? I think it might be. Yep, 7 o'clock, people. Spotlight hour complete. With a Pucciano on the daily incense. Not daily incense, just regular incense. Perhaps we can catch the Sandy Gust to get a Sandy Gust or a Clauncher. Quest is a Sandy Gust. In the stack you go, my friend. So there we go, Spotlight hour completed. We nabbed ourselves one hundo Cutiefly, which is very, very nice on stream. And of course, 15 or 14 minutes into the Spotlight hour, we nabbed the shiny Cutiefly, which is epic. We wouldn't have got a hundo because it was weather boosted the entire time, but I would say a pretty healthy amount of, a little bit of Stardust and quite a lot of XL candy, which is great. I say a good number of checks as well. Really, really solid Spotlight hour, which is fantastic. So I wish you all the best of luck for your own Spotlight hour. Cannibal Chicken, welcome into the stream for the tail end of it. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are in the US. So we are going to wrap up tonight's stream. Thank you so very much, everybody who's tuned in and got involved in the chat and everything. And for the super chats that popped on through as well. I really appreciate your extra support and dedication to the channel. We are going to, of course, live stream tomorrow, same time slot for Heatran Raid Hour. And if you want to get involved on that with some remote raid game, etc., go to the Mega Absol Raid Day vlog and comment your in-game name and your friend code on that video. I'm going to go through tomorrow morning and add a bunch of people, which would be awesome. Love to try and dish out the shiny and hundo luck to you guys. So yeah, that'll be fantastic. And we also have the Bug Out event, which we'll be covering and putting up on the channel tomorrow evening too. So absolutely awesome jam-packed next 24 hours. Love it, before we head over to Milan. So thank you, everybody. Really appreciate you guys. And a big thanks to the Mod Squad as well for all you do on these streams and in the Discord too. Really wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. So I'll see you all very, very soon.